having breakfast on the back of the boat.
Well, it's because I get up and I just go within like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back from Southampton this time.
Yeah, back from Southampton. Had a lovely time.
Yeah.
Wow, it's Hedge End.
Me and Dad.
Lovely time with
me,
Mum
Mum and Dad drove down Tuesday, was it?
Yeah, Tuesday. It was
2.5 hours.
It was funny because, well, as you'll see, Josh put it on here. But as we got there, I said, well, they might be sat in the driveway with their cup of tea and coffee at this time of day. And we got there, and Mum's brushing, sweeping up in the driveway. And she didn't even recognise it was us, I don't think. And then we waited for Dad to come out. And what a surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice surprise for them. So, we took them out for a meal yesterday, didn't we?
And then they opened the card from the King Charles.
King Charles and Camilla.
Yeah. And, 65 years they've been married. So once you're 60, you start receiving.
It's funny, but Dad thought you automatically get them, like 60 years, 65, 70 years when you've been married. But you don't. You have to apply for them. But luckily Tony applied for it and it was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
So for they enjoyed that.
Yeah, then we went down to the old horrible day though.
Yeah, been a lovely cup. Tuesday, Wednesday was a lovely day. Thursday when we go to Leon Solent where the beach is, it's not very nice. And the meal was a bit disappointing as well, wasn't it?
In by the sea.
Yeah.
Stonehouse and service was awful. Sticky table.
Yeah.
No one took your glasses or plates away.
Yeah, it was
Waiting time was too long.
Well, I waited for the meal. That wasn't too bad, but
there's no lemon with Mum's fish.
And we ordered bottomless ice cream, and obviously we ordered it when we got there, so that was like 3/4 an hour later when we finished our main meal, and there was no ice cream in that to make more. There was no ice cream because it was one of those whipping machines. You had to make more. So we were waiting for about another 3/4 an hour. In the end, I just said, "Oh, can I have a refund, please, on the ice creams?" Because it was such a wait. And she showed me the ice cream, and she said, "Well, I think it's ready now." I said, "Well, I don't think it is," because it was all like runny, and it's fun. So I was a bit of a Karen because I said, "Well, I used to work for a company that makes these machines." I said, and it didn't look like that. That is too runny, and I know for a fact you can get like food poisoning from ice cream if it's like defrosted, can't you?
So we solved the problem ourselves and went to Iceland in
Stubbington, and got just ice cream from there, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that was nice with some sauce, and he noticed some cherries, didn't he, in the fruit and veg shop. So you know what I'm like. £10.50 a kilo. I said, "You're not having them."
No.
He goes, "Oh please, come on."
We got some duck eggs though.
Yeah. So we got about, I don't know, probably 10 cherries for about £2.50, and we got duck eggs, which was nice.
But we're back. Bit of traffic last night getting back.
Yeah.
Opposite of last time.
I drove all the way back, but it was meant to be like 2.5 hours. It ended up being about 3.5 hours, didn't it?
We're not going anywhere for 2 weeks now. We're going back down the Ilfracombe at the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm getting the train down again on the Thursday, and then Andy and Josh are coming on the Tuesday again. So it's Amy's birthday.
Dad he switched his days around now, so it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
So he's going to be working. We used to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and so he finishes early. Because every time he finishes on Monday, I have to go and find him.
About 11 o'clock at night, so
it's just not really that good.
He's in charge of the rotors, so he's managed to change him, and so he finishes about, I don't know, 6:30 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So he's
Plus,
back
if
at
we go anywhere,
we can leave on the Sunday night, can't we?
Yeah, because it wastes a day travelling down. So so that's good.
Yeah.
But we're going to cruise to the end of the Ashby today. 5 miles to Snarestone. Hopefully we're going to be going on a bit that Olive hasn't been on before, through the new stop block there. We have to reverse when Dad gets back on Monday.
Yeah.
But we'll be alright.
We're leaving the charity shop till Monday because Andy wants to have a look at it. He likes that charity shop.
I think today I might see how I feel. I don't really want to do it on the weekend, but also my feet are going to be already hurting a little bit because I like to go and do it in one. I might do a long distance walk today. 15 miles.
So you'll be joining him doing that, guys. I won't be doing it.
No, because I want to walk the rest of the Ashby Canal. I've seen the isolated navigable
The
section.
very end bit, haven't we? We drove there.
There's a few bits in between that are abandoned I want to see. And it gives me an excuse to go on a really long walk.
A bit of exercise.
Because I haven't done anything. I've done weights.
No, we
or
were
walking.
intended to do a walk at
No, it's just nice
Hedgeham,
having
but
a-
no, it's alright with me. Didn't
Yeah, I
bother.
didn't want to waste my time there. Just just spend it now and then.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go to the end.
Enjoy!
So this is the map of the UK Canal Network. Everything in red is what we've cruised before, and we're here down on the Ashby Canal. The canal comes off of the Coventry Canal at Bedworth and goes all the way to Snarestone, which is about 22 miles. Originally it would have gone about 31 miles to Moira, but unfortunately the last 9 miles are abandoned at the moment and being restored. But this canal is a very, very nice canal just to chill out on. There is not one single lock on this entire canal. Today we'll be starting our cruise at Congerstone, making our way through a lovely stretch of canal to Shackerstone, then through some beautiful wooded sections, through a tunnel at Snarestone, before mooring up at the terminus at Snarestone Wharf, making a cruise about 5 miles. I was very surprised when I turned this corner that the moorings were actually empty. There was but one lonely boat on this section. Now, a couple of years ago when I did the Ashby Canal at the same time, all the mooring spaces were taken up and it was so much busier. But 2024, if you've noticed, has been a hell of a lot quieter on the canals than usual years, and I think that's due to COVID really. Because no one could go abroad, so they were doing narrowboat holidays, and now people are going back abroad again. It's actually cheaper to go abroad. My brother's actually going on a cruise for £600 for a week, all inclusive, and a narrowboat costs about £2,000 for a week, possibly more actually. Bridge 51 here does actually have some parking on it. There is some more moorings down here, and usually this is pretty full as well, but again, one lonely boat. We've got another extremely tight bend here to do, probably the tightest one on this canal actually, so it's going to take a bit of reversing, but shallow on the other side, that's the trouble. So it does make it a little bit awkward for us, but this is where the canal actually turns sharply to cross the River Sence over an aqueduct. The River Sence eventually does flow out to the North Sea via the River Anker, the River Tame, and then into the River Trent. Oh wow, another boat. It tends to be a lot quieter down this end of the canal, mainly because the big three marinas, Bosworth, the Canal Centre and Trinity, are all down the other end, which is where most boats come from as they leave and come back to their moorings. Another fairly sharp bend here through Bridge 52 where there is parking on top, and this is Shackerstone here. This is the best place to go on the Battlefield steam train. The station is literally just a 5-minute walk down that lane. There's plenty of mooring here too, and I remember just managing to squeeze in this time 3 years ago. But now no one's here. That big mound there is what remains of Shackerstone Castle. It was a medieval moat and bailey castle. It was a medieval moat and bailey fortress. In World War II, the Shackerstone castle was actually used as an air raid shelter. They dug a hole into it and they went inside and just used it for a shower. Pretty good idea. It's got a little moat too that is still in water today, which actually formed part of the gardens of a hall which once stood here, and now it's gone. Shackerstone has a lovely pub called the Rising Sun, and that is open daily from 12 to half 11 at night, but Mondays it only opens at 4 o'clock. Seems to be very good value for money, and it's 4.4 stars, so it looks quite good. It's worth having a look around the village as well, because it's a lovely little quaint village and has a nice church there too. We started to notice that the canal is actually getting a bit low now, something that would have become even worse in the coming weeks. Just before Bridge 56 there's actually a long stretch of Armco here, and although there's no solar, it is in a lovely area because there's just nothing around. This big mound of reeds seems to get worse every time we come on. Now there's only just enough room for a boat to get through. It's only a short little stretch as well. I'm not sure why the CRT allowed it to get this bad. The thing is about it though, it's on a bend so you can't actually see if another boat's coming, but thankfully we were alright. This is Gopsall Wharf, and it's likely a wharf that was used for the manor that was once here. And of course there's parking here, as you can see. You can probably moor on the offside there as well, but I can't find any more information about it apart from when I searched it, a website called The Gay UK came up, and it's got this listed as a car park for them. And it says, small car park next to the canal, down a single lane road, loads of cover, most guys walk along the towpath and have fun next to the woods. Now, I don't think I need to say much more than this is clearly a dogging car park. Looks like the magnet fishers have brought up an ancient piece of technology, an Xbox 360. Why on earth would someone chuck that in the canal? I think they rage quit, probably. This is the remains of Pears Bridge, which was once a bridge that carried the Ashby and Nuneaton Railway across the canal, which is of course part of the battlefield line, but this part has not been restored. Just before the tunnel here at Shackerstone there is some visitor moorings. We're actually surprised to see there's quite a few boats on these ones. Because this boat was here, we didn't actually see that there was fishermen just past his boat. And obviously we're 70 foot away from the bow, but when we did see him, and we can see by the GoPro footage, he quickly had to get his line out of the way because he obviously couldn't hear us. Trouble is, the boat is quite quiet, especially because of the length of it. So they didn't hear us, but the face we got. I tried saying hello to them, they just ignored us. Like it's our fault, you know? Some fishermen are sat in such hidden places, you can't actually see them if you're on top of them. And they can't see you. I have nothing against fishermen, I don't. You know, they're not all like that. But some of them seem to really hate boats, even though they fish on canals. But anyway, we just ignored them and headed into Snarestone Tunnel, which is only 250 yards. And you probably could pass two boats in here, but don't quote me on that. Because this canal was supposed to be a wide beam canal, it was supposed to join to the River Trent at Burton upon Trent, which was of course a wide beam navigation. So all the bridges and the tunnel were built to wide beam specification, but that never happened. It has a kink which is due to mining subsidence, so I wouldn't recommend trying to pass another boat in this tunnel. Here's what seems to be the remains of an old boathouse, quite elegantly made too, but the village of Snarestone is actually above the tunnel. We go underneath it, and this is probably why there wasn't a cutting made, or the land was too deep. But there's a nice pub there called the Globe Inn, and that's about 4.6 stars. So here we are at Bridge 61, and just past this bridge is the visitor moorings, the CRT visitor moorings should I say, because the CRT don't actually own the stretch of canal past the stop lock, but we're going to be mooring up here first and then going through there in a few days. But this is the end of the road for the Ashby Canal for now. It did go another 8 miles to a place called Overseal, and the very last bit of it is still in water with a plaque that says 0 out of 31, because you see these little mile posters along the whole Ashby Canal, and when I walked to the right at the end of it, there was one there too. There's also a navigable isolated section that's about 2 miles long in Moira. Hopefully one day it will be joined back up. But if you'd like to watch me go and explore the rest of the Ashby Canal, you can do so on our second channel, which used to be Taylor's Aboard a Camper Van. But now will be a channel of me exploring old railways and old canals, which is something that I'm very interested in and I've been wanting to do for a while.
Well, we've made it to the end of the Ashby Canal again.
The sun's shining, it's beautiful.
And we've actually got more in here. I thought it'd be full up.
Funny though, no one here. I said to Josh, that's a silly place to moor, just by the bridge right there, but these guys had come in, and the front of the boat got caught under the Armco, and I've never seen that before. And they said their boat always does it on concrete. It's done it before.
Yeah, done to us.
It's weird.
But I think it's quiet here because usually, last 2 times we've been, we couldn't have gone through because of the breach in, I think it was 2020.
Yeah.
So no one could go through to the last little bit. But now you can. A lot of people more through there, and we are going to go through there in a couple of days.
Yeah.
We'll go through probably Sunday evening and stay till Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, that'll be 2 days then, yeah? Because I think it's
We're
only
doing
like 2
something
days.
Tuesday though. Indy.
Yeah, Tuesday I've got to take him first checkup. Indy's got to go for a checkup at Hinckley.
Okay, maybe we'll stay till Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see.
Tuesday.
But yeah, we made it, and no one's here, which is great. Obviously, got the boat behind us, who's in front of us.
A nice couple.
Yeah, because I was a bit worried at first that they were going to take the last spot, but it's empty here
No,
anyway.
there's no one here. Lovely. We didn't expect it, honestly, because coming along on this cruise, all the places that you can moor, like Armco and things, is empty.
It's always full up.
So we
what's
wanted it quiet. I think it'd be a lot quieter here as well than it has been.
Yeah.
Really nice.
But yeah, we're going to stay here for a few days and
Get rid of all our rubbish.
get rid of the rubbish now, because we've got loads.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to go on the 15-mile walk. Should be fun. No, you're not. Because you're lazy. She's too old for that. Stop it.
I'm too old for that.
No. I'll see you in a bit then. Let's go get rid of the rubbish.